almost did it. Faithletic.
There we go.
On a Wednesday. I caught myself that time.
Yeah.
I believe it's like 3 years, and I still want to do it every once in a while.
Just every once in a while.
I do slip. So I'm Coach, and I'm with
Casey.
and
The Gunslinger.
we are
Faithletic, the podcast.
Get it, write it down. Faithletic, just like it sounds. Podcast, just like it sounds. That's what we are here on a Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. And just in case you're joining us for the first time, we are what we are.
Yes, we are.
We
Welcome.
They are who
We are who we thought they were.
We
Let them off the hook.
Oh
So
my
great.
gosh, so
One
many
of the best.
classics.
How many times we go through this?
We
you
need
know?
to store some of those sounds so
Yeah.
we can just recall them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yep.
That would be
For
good. How's
sure.
everybody
Playoffs.
doing? Playoffs.
Playoffs. We play
To
win
win
the game. And then I got fired.
Yeah,
Hello?
he's not playing to win any games right now. He's
We're
gonna
talking. We're talking about practice.
yeah.
Practice.
Not a game. Not a game. We're
That
talking
wasn't
about
a coach,
practice,
though.
Man. I know, but still, that was such a classic. Or here you go. I'm a man. I'm 40.
No.
Right?
Which
I mean,
the
there you go.
anniversary was like 3 days ago.
Yeah,
If I'm a man, I'm
something
40.
like that.
That's what they said
Even
on the
last
news. Yes.
Let's talk about Herm Edwards. We did a little bit last week.
We
but
did.
Is there not a worst way? Maybe firing on the tarmac, but firing
Yeah,
in
that's
the end
like
zone?
that's like well known that they do that, but like
That is ridiculous.
in the end zone was bad.
It's
Wait.
I think that was bad.
He got fired from Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arizona
Arizona
State.
State. He
In
got
end zone.
they were walking off
After
the field.
practice, right?
There was two dudes. No, it was after the game.
That was after the
It
game.
was two dudes that just approached him, and then like it looked like he got bad news basically right on the
Yeah.
field there, and it was
He was very classy about it,
yeah, well, cause that's Herm.
what he is.
Yeah, Herm is all class.
but
Oh, that's
But I think they hired they're talking about hiring another 100-year-old coach, like
Hey, let's
at
put Lou
Arizona
Holtz in there.
State. I don't know. I don't
Lou
understand
Holtz
that.
back.
come on, let me hear.
No, I can't do it.
Oh, come on.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I can't play for no Sun Devils. There's no doubt about that because I played for the Holy Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We're the best Catholic school in the country. To go to Arizona State would just be madness, absolute madness.
Lou,
I tell you
Lou,
what.
you went to South Carolina.
Yes, he did, but I did absolutely go to South Carolina. But Arizona State is the absolute opposite of Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Okay.
Wow. Well, I mean, they are the Devils.
Yes,
so-
Sun Devils.
Devils.
That's
I
what I'm
know.
saying right there. Okay, you can't mess with Sun Devils.
Yeah. I guess that
I
makes
feel like
sense.
that was spot on, Gus.
I think
That's
you
pretty
did
good.
pretty
Yeah,
well.
it's pretty
That was-
good.
It was a good one.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, we went to Ric Flair.
With
What's
a
that?
tear in my eye.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Oh,
we
dear
are going
Lord.
to all of them. All of the things
Let
we
me tell
got
you
today.
something, American Dream, Dusty Roads. I have dined with kings and queens, and I eat pork and beans, baby. And I'm telling you, woo, it's just so sweet. I'm a son of a plumber, and I tell you, Daddy, they don't get no better than the American Dream, Dusty Roads.
Wow.
We just did everything.
Wow.
Cancel the show. We're done.
Yeah, I was going to
We're
say,
done.
and that's
We're done.
another. Oh, shoot. I got to prepare for the end of the show.
Prepare you out.
Oh,
Look
hey,
at
we're
show.
good. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, you got a
You got
hour.
plenty of time. We got a whole hour.
At least
Yes.
an hour.
So, yeah, that Herm Edwards stuff was crazy. Nebraska's talking about hiring Urban Meyer, which would just
That
be
was crazy. What are you doing?
Really? Urban
Oh, yeah.
Meyer should
Yes.
be banned from.
Well, he didn't do anything in college.
no, he didn't. And
Well,
people-
but he went back
yeah.
to college
But
and
he
stuck
won.
his fingers. Anyway.
Hey, we are off the rails
Ooh,
tonight,
Come on.
everybody.
We're gonna get
You
banned
know what
from
I'm
the show.
saying? He went back to college. Down.
Yeah.
Fired.
He needs to. I mean, look, was it Utah? Was he
Hey.
at before that? Bowling Green,
Dude.
Utah,
But
Florida,
ESPN.
Yeah.
Ohio State,
Yep.
and one
Fox.
everywhere.
Yeah.
One everywhere.
Or he was Fox.
Yeah, he's on Fox
What's
now.
he on now?
Fox.
Fox?
Big Noon Saturday. Yeah, I think that's the thing. He has one everywhere. So
He
it's
has.
like, what?
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
How do you
And
think-
Nebraska has made such egregious coaching hires in the past
But
other
they
than Bo Pelini.
Bo Pelini was a good move.
Yeah.
But the thing is they weren't at the time. They weren't at the time. And when they hired him, they weren't at the. Everybody thought Scott Frost was the next coming
Oh yeah, 100%.
of Tom Osborne,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out.
Well,
And you read the stuff that's coming out about him?
that nobody liked him.
Well, he didn't go. He was like late for practices. He didn't. He showed up unprepared. I mean, it's just like he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Sounds like Gundy.
No, it's not.
No.
You're talking about the wrong dude there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gundy's
no, I know.
up.
I know, but the way they
Gundy's
talk about
sleepless.
Gundy, you know.
Gundy controls everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
But remember, well,
as much as he can until Mike Holder gets
No,
involved.
Mike and Holt's not involved.
Yeah, or whoever, whatever.
No, they've kind of given him the reins now.
They have.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Bruce
'cause they're
is out
gonna-
of the picture.
Yeah, because they're gonna.
He just getting all this grief from Holder
Yeah.
now. He's getting. He's relaxed. He's a better coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, there was a few years back, he
We
was
need-
being accused of
Mate,
not
yours
caring
are- can't hear
anymore.
much. It's all right. It's all good.
Remember, he got accused of just not caring anymore. He was trying to
He
get
was.
in with other schools.
It was
and all
Gundy.
that.
It was Holder.
That was all Holder.
It was all Holder.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Holder. Yeah, that
100%.
was about 2-3 years ago
Yeah, it
when
was a
that
while
all that
back.
went down, and then
Look.
he realized, hey, fine, I'll go to take this Tennessee job, and put that on the table
Let me tell
or
you
whatever. Yeah.
So, coaches need to be who they are.
Yes.
Now they can't run the roost, but he kept a thumbtack on the Sutton family. He kept a thumbtack on Gundy, and he only let them have so much. He wanted all the power. He wanted to control everything, and him and Boone kind of did that together.
Sure.
And that basically almost got Gundy out of town because he said, "I'm not going to do this. If you guys are going to keep hounding me about stuff."
Right.
Yeah.
So now you got a new AD. Gundy's relaxed. He was relaxed last year. He's a little bit more relaxed this year. He's
do
making a
good.
little bit better decisions because he doesn't have to deal with all this crap that is going around him. And then I kind of think, look, I'm a big fan of Mike Boynton yet, but he's definitely gotten better since the last 2 years.
Oh, Boynton rules.
Yeah. I mean-
Boynton's awesome.
Yeah, he's not a great game manager. That's the biggest problem I have with him. And I
But
think
he's
it's
a good
college-
recruiter, and
He
that's what
is,
you
but-
need more in
Well,
college basketball.
But you gotta when you're not recruiting the Kentuckys and the Dukes and the Kansases, you have to be able to coach the game.
Sure.
If you are not a great game manager, you can have all the talent in the world you want. And I learned that when I was in high school, when I saw a high school coach have subpar, basically white players with no size and no speed beat people who did because he coached the game. He managed the game. So you got to have a coach that knows how to manage the game in tight situations, when to call timeouts, when to change defenses, when to run the right plays. And if you have a coach that says go play ball, like Travis Ford was,
Yeah.
he couldn't coach himself
sure.
out of a paper bag.
Yeah, but he was. You're right about that because he could recruit, but he could not.
Couldn't coach.
He couldn't coach.
And he was a
becomes
terrible
not
person.
so much a coach as a figurehead for the program at that point, right?
Who?
Whoever
the
happens
head coach
to be,
is.
you know,
Well, that's what ADs
in that
want.
situation. Yeah.
That's what ADs want. Or some ADs who want to control everything have a figurehead.
Yeah.
And, PJ Flick. That guy could coach anywhere.
Jerry Jones.
Who?
PJ Flick, who won another game, by the way.
Minnesota might be.
They're-
So,
Huh.
talk about rowing the boat, man.
He's rowing.
They are rowing, and you could make the case that they are in line for going undefeated because
It's set up for him.
because they do not have a hard schedule. Everybody that they have is pretty easy, and they pounded Michigan State. Like, it was ugly.
On the road.
Yes. Like, PJ Flick has got them going, and this might be the year for the Golden Gophers. For sure. At least to
they're
get a
in the
good
Big
bowl
Ten
game.
championship.
Yeah, they should be.
I don't know if they'll win it, but
No,
but
yeah.
they'll be in it.
That Ohio State team, I still stand by them being absolute juggernauts. They just are. That team is incredible.
Yeah.
Really the team that... Can we talk about Georgia for a second?
We can.
They're so fun to watch.
I haven't watched them yet.
I have enjoyed college football Saturdays from a standpoint of my team suck right now. And I've just let go, and I still watch my Nebraska game, and I still watch my Iowa game, or at least I have it on. But I'm watching more the total big picture this year more than usual. In Georgia, is by far the best team that I've seen on the field. But I heard on one of the shows that I listened to, that they were joking around about their Alabama fans, and they said, "Is this how normal people feel with how good Georgia is this year? Like, even Alabama fans feel inferior to this Georgia team. They have a tight end that is absolutely ginormous. He is a size of a defensive end, and he is playing tight end. He's a cheat code. He's like 6'8". He's like 6'8" and huge, like absolutely built. And so that team this year, there's nobody going to beat Georgia. Absolutely not. I just don't think. I don't think so.
Somebody might.
They're head and
Have you been watching football this year?
Yes, but I don't. But that's the thing. Is like Georgia, Ohio State, and Ohio State might trip up because they don't have a great defense in its Big Ten to play. Like it's just they might trip up. And you're right because it is chaos this year, and I root for chaos.
I do too.
Yeah, that's the best part of rooting for college football.
You want to hear the newest edition?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so make sure.
Oh boy.
Maybe. Hello?
Oh, it's playing. Standing by.
Maybe not.
Now.
Standing by. Standing by.
Holding.
I wonder if it's playing
Open.
on here again. Let's check. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we can't hear it, so that'll be no fun for anybody. Yeah, we can't hear it.
Can't hear it? All right,
No.
hold down there, though. So, okay.
So, anyway, we tried. Sorry for the troubleshooting online. But,
Live
Thank you.
troubleshooting.
You know what? I know what's wrong.
Is your volume down? That'll do it every time.
Dun dun dun.
That'll do it every time.
Here we go.
SEC shorts.
Try 2.
Here we go.
2.1. In 3.
Maybe.
2.
Top of it!
There we go.
Well, we'll be back. You haven't seen the last of the
Kicking
old
Arkansas
Hogs in the
out.
top 10 this year.
Hey. Mourn you till I join you.
Kentucky.
Alrighty. Well, I think we've got everybody. So let's go ahead and get this meeting of the
Set the
SEC
scene
teams
here.
in the top 10 started.
So SEC Shorts is having a conference with all the top 10 teams in the SEC. They're having a meeting, and they just kicked Arkansas out because they lost last week. So
All right. So
Helicopter.
are we missing somebody?
Is it Jerry Jones?
no, somebody's flying in.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's Nick. Who is that?
Tennessee.
Sorry I'm late.
Wow.
I had to dig up my MapQuest directions from 2006 just to find
Because
it.
they beat.
Welcome, Tennessee.
They beat. Yes.
It's always great to have a new face in this meeting.
So great. We a little grumpy
2006.
this morning? Let Vandy score on you for the first time in like 20 years? We're gonna beat you by 30. You're gonna score 60, and we're gonna score like 58.
Okay, let's just settle. We're all the SEC's best chance to reach the college football playoff.
Oh, really nice of you to let Kent State feel like one of the big boys for 3.5
Because
quarters.
we watched your game against Northern Illinois. Because we all watched your game against
Georgia.
Northern
This is
Illinois.
fun. I missed
We need to
this.
play
We almost gave up 600 total yards to Florida. Okay, no, Florida's like the best.
Everybody missed the game.
Focus.
Kentucky.
Ask me how many times I
So
played.
good. So
This
so
is
good.
no time for us to start arguing.
Oh my
Somebody got
gosh.
shaken on Billy Napier's 2-point conversion card.
This
'Cause that
reminds
math ain't
me of
adding
a
up.
conference that I was
Stetson
at.
Bennett's touchdown numbers also aren't.
Our tight end has more rushing yards than your running
because our
back.
wide receivers are completely
You
dominating.
guys all been playing games with your top receiver available? Yeah, because I've just been beating top 25 teams with my backups. So it just seemed weird to me.
Is he going to be in these meetings from now on?
Well, you got me for at least 2 more weeks because we're on a bye.
They really go out of their way. Not welcome.
Everyone stop! It's time.
Well, you might not be there because Oklahoma State got lost in the ranking for being on a bye.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That happens.
that one probably wasn't as entertaining, but probably not as vocal as the ones that
Hey,
we've seen. That was more visual.
We do have a live update.
breaking news.
Aaron Judge hit 61.
Yay,
He
he
hit
did it.
61.
Just
so
happened.
62.
61. So he ties
He's
the
tied? I thought
American.
he already did that.
No, he tied the record. He had 60 a couple nights ago.
How
so
many
he's at
games do they
61.
have left?
8, I believe, so he should be able
Yeah,
to do
he
it.
should
You
definitely.
think
Somebody's
so.
got to groove a fastball or two,
And then,
Like,
and
oh,
then
I'd be
Aaron
throwing him.
Albert Pujols hit 700
which was awesome.
in one game.
Yeah.
Well, not 700.
Yeah.
He got
I think it was.
699 and
I think it was
700 game.
actually last week
Yeah.
after the show that
yeah,
happened.
It was
Um,
Thursday, something like that. But
Yeah. Anyway, so
Pretty
that was pretty
phenomenal.
cool.
Those
Man.
are two guys I'd watch play baseball.
You
I
know-
actually saw Albert Pujols hit a home run.
As
yes.
have I. As have I.
Yeah.
This is. I remember the. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Remember the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, the summer of the home
course.
runs, the steroid home runs. This is like. This almost feels better to me.
It should, but it's just not.
It's not.
It's just.
It's
It's
I mean,
just-
Barry Bonds ruined the whole thing.
He did.
For,
He
for
absolutely did.
everybody. But
Yep.
this is like, for me, I'm a baseball purist. I don't mind the 1-0 games. This feels pure,
Yeah.
you know. So
And
this
he's gonna
feels a
win.
lot better. And he's a Yankee. Roger
and he's going to
Maris.
win the Triple Crown, which is pretty stinking cool
And
as
he's
well.
he's bet on
Should.
himself this
You know,
year.
he's probably going to win it.
I mean,
Like,
how big of a statement is that? You know what? Heck with contract negotiations. Watch this.
Yeah, that'll
I mean,
earn him quite
and
a
then he
bit.
gonna pay
does
him?
this.
I don't know if the Yankees will, because he's going to be about
Somebody's
worth
gotta.
$325 million at least.
See, the talk is they're not going to pay him.
I don't think so either.
Why?
I would love to see him go. Well, to the White Sox, that would be really
I'd
nice.
love to see
but
him go to
White
Boston.
Sox?
Yeah.
Oh, I just read
Oh my gosh! Do you think
Yep.
if Boston offered him the money,
He did.
yeah, 100%.
Why not?
you think so?
Yeah, money talks.
You
Money
don't think
talks.
He's purist enough to, because like Derek Jeter, I think if Boston had come over the top for Derek Jeter, he would have never gone. He was a Yankee for life. Like I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have.
Probably maybe in that, like, he would, maybe, but I just don't think it matters as much as we
doesn't
think. Not
matter.
anymore. Like, money is money, and so
Granted.
they're going to take it wherever they
Yeah.
can get it.
If you're
Especially in baseball. Like, especially like a guy like Chris Bryant comes to mind, where he's just making bank and no pressure in Colorado, and he's just
yeah,
lining his pockets with money. Like, I do.
with a lot.
Yeah, baseball, you can just do that.
Baseball is huge money.
Yep.
I mean, that's where the Patrick Mahomes contract. I mean, that was a baseball contract that he got. you know?
Yeah, and now how is it looking for him? Much better. Like, people criticize, like, giving him a $500 million. And
No, everybody said he was worth it.
yeah, but I mean, there was like, is he worth it? There was questions at first, and now it's like there's no question because, like, he's already like the 4th on the list, like,
Yeah, he's
highest paid quarterbacks in the league. Like, they're gonna pay Lamar. By the way, is gonna get a bag.
yeah.
He
That
is gonna get a bag this year.
I'm just praying that he stays healthy. You know, because I'm loving this Aaron Judge thing, and this is what I see for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it's
Same
actually
deal.
pretty similar.
Yeah, and I.
But they
man,
both bet on themselves, and like Lamar through week 3 is probably number 1 or 2 in MVP for me, in my opinion. Jalen Hurts is number 1,
really.
I would say,
I'd give
in my
Lamar.
opinion.
Lamar's doing.
Have
more.
you watched the Eagles?
I have.
They're the best team in football, and it's not close.
It's not
Yes,
really?
they are. It's not
They're
close.
not going to maintain it.
They will. I mean, I really
Maybe
do
they're
believe
probably
that.
going to win division, but they're not going to maintain that type
I
of.
don't know, guys. I
Yeah,
am
that's
that bigger a believer in the Eagles. Like, they are the best roster from top to bottom. And the one thing that I had question marks going into this year was Jalen Hurts and if he could throw the ball. And the dude can throw the ball now. And Devontae Smith is in year 2 just making plays. And they have A.J. Brown now. Like, they are a tough football team. And I really do legitimately think they can compete with anybody in the NFC. Because they don't have to worry about the Bills or the Chiefs or anything like that. They're going through the NFC East, and they're head and
Which will be
shoulders
easy.
above everybody.
Which will be
yeah.
easy. And just wait. Dak Prescott will be back to ruin the whole party for the Cowboys here in a couple of weeks.
He
so.
might be. Or, like, Jerry Jones
He wants
hinting
it.
at let's have a quarterback controversy
Just
in the
tr-
middle of the
he's
season.
just trying to sell tickets.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, he's good
Sell
at
Cooper Rush.
Oh,
jerseys,
what a
yeah.
rush. Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
it. He is.
Hey, the
he
man's
is
3-0 in as a starter.
So
It's a little bit Tony Romo-esque, huh?
it's more than that
Yeah.
because I was talking to a friend of mine at work today, and he was asking me my take, and I said, "Let me tell you something. he was talking about how much more talented Dak is and how much better an athlete he is, whatever. Look, and I know you guys are too young for this, but there was a couple of quarterbacks back in Dallas back in the early 70s. One named Craig Morton, the other one named Roger Staubach. Everybody thought that Craig Morton had the stronger arm, had the better pro style. That was back before you had gunslingers and scrambling quarterbacks and whatever. And the only people that gave Staubach a heck of a hoot of a chance was the people he played with. And he won ball games. And he wasn't flashy about it, but he became a Hall of Famer because he won ball games. It's plain and simple.
Hey.
Right.
Cooper Rush
the name of the
gives
game.
him something that Dak doesn't. Don't make a lot of mistakes. Don't get you beat and be fundamentally sound. And he is better than Dak Prescott has been so far. I know it's only 3 games.
And he's a lot
I
cheaper.
don't disagree with you because I do think he throws a better ball than Dak
He's
right
on target.
now. Yeah, like Dak has
Almost
not,
every time.
Yeah.
You got to have a receiver catch the football, though.
Oh, CD, bro.
My God.
Boy, oh, boy.
And it's on me? Yeah, you think?
Yeah, that was
You
bad.
think?
That was a bad look.
That you should
That
have
was
not
a
done
bad
that.
look.
And smiling about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
he
a-
played. I don't know.
He's
He-
red hot.
I'd rather
You're
see
red
Ken
hot.
Dorsey over there tearing the press books back.
Hilarious, by the
than I
way.
would
That was
pat,
funny.
Absolutely.
pat my chest that's on me.
Absolutely hilarious.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little uncalled for, but you know what? I would love to have seen Jason Garrett do something like that when he was coaching the Cowboys.
The
he was too
guys,
busy clapping.
the guys in the press box, they kind of just give him a look like,
Hey, dude.
all right, just chill.
That was so odd. Some dude
Yes.
covered up the
Is that the same
camera.
Ken Dorsey that played for Miami?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
And that was my joke. I was like, yeah, because he saw the Miami score, lost to Middle Tennessee State by 20 points.
No wonder he was upset.
Yeah, he was pissed
He was
off.
already in a mad mood.
Like, yeah.
Starting the day out. That was the
Jeez.
day before, wasn't it?
Yes.
What a
yeah.
weekend, huh?
They lost by like 20.
No.
Got killed by Middle Tennessee
They're not
State.
any good.
No. Poor Mario
Was they
Cristobal.
one of your teams in the ACC this year?
They were one
Yeah,
of
but I
ours.
thought that. I mean, really thought Mario Cristobal was the real guy, but it just,
That's too bad.
yeah, it's unfortunate. That one went way awry for me.
So college football last Saturday, some goofy stuff, but not always that goofy. right?
no,
Wasn't
it was
bad?
the oink, as I like to call it, by Arkansas. I'm so glad
that was crazy.
Yeah, they're like a regular, hit off the crossbar. That's a doink. That's a
what that
doink.
is?
But
Then it falls outside the crossbar.
right. But I'm calling that when it's on top of the crossbar. That's an oink because
Oink.
Arkansas did it.
Oink.
Razor
It's
pigs.
kind of like a Iowa touchdown. Remember that?
Oh yeah, an Iowa touchdown is that
It-
is
even
a
weirder,
field goal
T-
and
Two
two
safeties.
safeties.
And I don't know if I call it weirder, but the fumble in the end zone with the lateral. Before that, when they were getting ready to go up 21-7,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and he's across the goal line, basically, all he has to do, and he sticks the ball out and gets punched out, falls in the guy's hand, runs it 30 yards, laterals it back, goes the rest of the 70.
Right.
I mean, how goofy is that? And then the kick. I mean, they technically beat A&M.
They should have.
There's been a few things like that this year. I mean, even in pros, you had Cleveland. If Nick Chubb goes down and doesn't score a touchdown, they kneel and kneel out the clock. But Nick Chubb, and I don't think this was last week, but maybe the week before. Maybe it was last week. I don't know. Nick Chubb scores, which then puts the ball back in the other team's hands. I can't even remember who it was. I think it was the Jets.
Yeah.
And, he got old Footsteps Flacco, brings them back,
Yeah.
and they win the game because of a missed extra point, actually. But if Nick Chubb had
That
not
was 2
gone
weeks
in the
ago,
end
right?
zone,
That was 2
ago.
weeks ago, I think.
yeah. But, I mean, that's this year, and we're not far into this year. There's
Sure.
been some weird...
But nothing beats. Like you could tell that they're in preseason, almost like these first few games.
They're getting the rust off.
Which, yeah, you could see some of the rust. Obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo stepping outside the end zone, which wasn't even the weirdest safety for the day, because the butt punt was
that was so awesome.
The butt punt was by far one of the funniest things to me, I was just laughing. First of all, I thought he shanked it so bad at first.
I saw it hit it.
Yeah. Anyway, but like just Mark Sanchez, like even said, like joking about it too.
There needs to be. Sorry. There needs to be a wing in the Hall of Fame. For
That
things
was
like that.
hilarious. Yeah, I thought that was so funny.
I just want to know: could that guy who backed up and got the ball to the, how long did it take before he could poo again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mean,
that was
a bruise.
That was quite the. Yeah,
it looked
quite
center.
the punt. All right, could we do something off our domes a little bit?
Absolutely.
Who are your top 5 teams right now? Your power rankings. Who do you
NFL?
think? Yeah, NFL wise.
Ooh. Oh.
Miami.
That's number 1 for you?
I don't know if it's. Are you talking about 5 through 1?
Either one, I don't care. Because I'll go 1
Just
through
give me
5.
I mean 5. Oof. I don't know. Give me a second.
Get our phones out here.
See what the power rankings are.
Okay, I've got
The power rankings.
Week 4. Actually, week
Pull
3,
them up.
Week 4.
Oh, I'm just
Let's see.
looking at the teams and going, okay, who do I think is?
Um,
Well, here, without even looking at the power rankings, I'm going to say you got Kansas City in there. You've got the Philadelphia Eagles in there. Possibly the Dolphins.
not even possibly. It's definitely the
You
Dolphins
think?
for me.
Okay, so Dolphins. Now, I mean, that's 3 from one side. Let me get... Or no, it's not 3 from one side.
So
I mean, Jacksonville's 3-0. I'm not putting them in there, but...
they were lit. Okay, so
Who else?
Funny
Oh,
enough,
Buffalo. Duh. Buffalo
Yeah.
goes in. I got one more. Shoot, I don't know. Is it? I would have said Chargers, but now they're all injured.
They got slaughtered last week.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know who the 5th is. Maybe Niners. I don't know.
here's what I'm going with. Okay, I'm going Eagles. I'm going Dolphins because I think those are the 2 best teams in the in football right now. So Eagles, Dolphins, Bills, Chiefs, Rams. That's what I'm going
I'm
with.
with you. The top 4 have Baltimore.
Baltimore's
Oh, there
yeah.
you go. That would be my 5th. Baltimore.
And the Rams.
Yeah, the only thing about Baltimore, the reason why I would keep them off that list is because their defense stinks this year.
Yeah.
It really isn't great. It's not like that typical Boston defense. I mean, Cincinnati's struggling.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay struggling
Green Bay.
right now. Green Bay is if Jacksonville has looked really good.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean they have a good running attack, and
Trevor Lawrence is the player of the week.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is just making good decisions. So yeah,
How do you think old Urban feels about the Jaguars being 3-0?
yeah, it's well, it just makes him look bad.
I know.
Yep. Also, speaking of making other teams look bad, which we're all over the place tonight. We're keep tennis, all that.
That's what we do.
Adrian Martinez, absolutely rolling over Oklahoma, making Oklahoma made him look like a Heisman Trophy winner, but also made Scott Frost even look worse.
Run that. Say that again.
So Adrian Martinez against
yeah.
from Kansas State rolling over
Yeah.
OU. Like he could be a Heisman Trophy winner this year if he keeps playing like
He's
that.
not going to. Though.
I'm just saying the talent
He
that
played
he
like
had,
it.
the talent that he had, and then the way that Nebraska wasted him was infuriating to me. Anyway, there's more college football.
OU is kind of like Dallas. Every year, they make a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, somebody look like an MVP every year with one game. And
sure.
Dallas does it a couple of times a year, but
Right.
they just have a tendency to make other quarterbacks, running backs look really good in a game a year.
Sure.
So I don't know. I mean, Yeah, he definitely played out of his mind. It's like, you just thought, well, we beat him last year in Nebraska.
Yeah.
We might, he's
Sure.
nothing.
Sure.
And he didn't do nothing last year against OU, right? In Nebraska?
Yeah, but no, I mean they kept that game close. They only lost by 2 points or like
Last
4
year?
points. Yeah, it was a close game.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a really close game last year. They had a chance. It was another one of their one-score losses that they had last year. But this year, it was not close. It was ugly.
3 out of the last 4 years, Kansas State has beat.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like, and that ought to frustrate OU fans, and it just makes me laugh. Like,
Makes me laugh,
it
too.
absolutely makes me laugh. So let's ping pong back to the NFL, if you don't mind. The polar opposite of a good quarterback is Justin Fields, who's only thrown the ball, I think, less than 50 times the whole season. Last week they threw, I think, 12 passes, and they won the game still.
Hey, Jimmy G won a game through 6.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I didn't think Fields was anything to write home about.
He was in college, but he's really not anything to write home about now. That's
I'm
for sure.
interested to see if Jordan Love turns out to be anything. I mean, remember that? He got picked up years ago, and everybody was going, what are you doing? And then he's disappeared because Aaron Rodgers wins 2 consecutive MVPs. But I want to see what that kid turns out to be.
Do you? What is our most surprising team that we've seen so far, though?
In NFL?
NFL.
Miami.
They don't surprise. We talked about that last week.
Well, to be 3-0 is a little surprising to beat Buffalo because nobody thought that.
Yeah,
would
that was pretty surprising. I'll give you that.
I mean, you picked them last week, right?
Miami?
Didn't you pick? No, you did not.
No.
We all picked Buffalo?
We all picked Buffalo.
Yeah. I still think Detroit might be the most surprising because they actually, if you watch them play, they are much better than they have been the past few years, and I actually think they'll win this weekend too, and they might have a 500 record by the end of the season playing in that NFC North. Like, they should have won that game last week too.
Yeah.
I really thought the whole game that they had a shot, but they didn't quite happen. I don't think so. They were?
You picked Detroit, me and Gunslinger picked Minnesota.
Oh, of course. Okay. I didn't have a great week last week.
Neither one of you and I did. I'll go over there next.
Yeah.
Gunslinger won the
I was just say,
needed to.
yeah. Jeez. I think I barely got back to 500 or something.
You're not 500 yet.
No, I went 7-3.
Well, maybe you were.
I was 9-11, so it should be. I should be back at it.
11.
So it'd be 14 and
Yeah, we'll go over here.
14, 16 and 14. Anyway, I would say the Jaguars just because they're 3-0.
Yeah. And
Nobody expected that, really.
Yeah.
No,
they were written
and
off.
they do look good. I mean, their formula, they're just running the ball, and Trevor Lawrence is just making good passes, and he's made friends with Christian Kirk and a couple others down there that they're playing good ball. Like, they decimated 2 good teams in a row, basically. Or so we thought. Like Indianapolis, which the Chiefs got hosed that game.
Yeah, they did.
Speaking of hosed,
Yeah.
is it now okay to just molest a wide receiver on Monday Night Football?
Probably.
Because Noah Brown got tackled twice.
Yeah.
Like critical third down plays.
Sure.
Critical.
Of course.
Now they end up winning the game, but did you see the plays?
No, I didn't. I did not see that part.
Oh, I watched every.
Did you see those?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he literally got tackled by 3 different people on the last one.
Yikes.
And I mean, if I'd have been Cooper Rush, I'd have pulled Tom Brady. Just throw a fit to
Just
throw
throw. Yeah.
Just throw a fit to either throw it on me or throw it on him.
Somebody's
Somebody's getting a flag right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what Brady does. He just throws it up a fit till he gets a flag.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
They even made comment on it when the Giants got the ball back, and there was a phantom call it was either Joe Buck or Troy Aikman made comment like, "Well, they missed that call in the end zone earlier. I just wonder if that's like a makeup call." Did you remember when he said it?
I don't remember it, but yeah, I mean, I'm
because they got a call
I'm
on
sure.
on the Giants. Like
I
the
know
very
they
next
do
play.
it.
Yeah,
I know they
he
do
did
it. They definitely
But they
do
took
it.
a touchdown away from the Cowboys because easily that
Yeah.
was. I mean, he's going to score. Both those plays were brilliant calls. By
There
the
was
way.
a game 2
Brilliant.
weeks ago where I almost took a picture of the screen because the holding that was happening to the
Yeah.
Dallas player.
Yeah.
And the referee was looking right at him.
Yes. Yes.
Had his hand on the flag.
and then took it back.
And then looked straight ahead and kept running.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It was a handful of jersey, and he was tackling him.
It's okay.
Whatever.
It's all right.
Whatever.
Okay. So you ready to go over our picks from last week?
Yeah, let's
Are
do
you
it.
good?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's.
And then we'll have our predictions, and then
See, that's
Diva.
really why I haven't been here the last 2 weeks. It's been so abysmal that I said, "Well, I'm not going to show up for the show."
That's fair. That's fair.
6-4 2 weeks ago, and
And then I had a terrible.
then you were 3-7, and then last week you're 7-3.
Yeah, so you're good. You made
It
right.
balanced out, yeah.
So, college last week, KC picked Michigan State.
Yikes.
Gunslinger and I picked Minnesota. The Golden Gophers, as we said earlier, were victorious.
Got her done.
Both you guys picked A&M. I picked Arkansas. I could cry mulligan on that one, but whatever. Baylor beat Iowa State. You picked Iowa State. Gunslinger. Both of you picked Kansas. I picked Duke. By the way, college football, is that one of the big surprises?
Kansas for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
KU?
for sure it is.
KU?
Yeah.
I mean, they're 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Notre Dame, North Carolina. Casey and I both picked Notre Dame. You picked North Carolina. So you were 2-3 in the college ranks, which wasn't so bad last week.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The college football is just so wacky right now. I can't get a good gauge on it.
It is tough. And then in the NFL, you both picked the Rams. I picked the Cardinals, which I should have not done, but whatever.
They're your Super Bowl pick.
They
You
are.
should
I
not.
gotta-
You
I
should.
gotta-
You
I
should.
gotta stick with
You
it.
should switch it.
Yeah, well, probably, but I'm not going to yet.
You're still not going to, huh?
I'm still not yet. And then we all picked Buffalo, which that was upset win by Miami.
Jeez.
Gunslinger and I both picked Minnesota Vikings. KC, you picked Detroit. I picked the Packers. Gunslinger picked Packers, and then KC picked Tampa Bay. And then
What was I thinking?
I don't know. And then you guys, actually, me and you both, KC, picked the Giants, and KC got it right. We both thought the Giants would win the game. So KC and I were 5-5 each, and Gunslinger was 7-3, which brings our total after week 3. Gunslinger at 16-14. And Kyle and I still tied at 19-11, and to try to mess things up just a little bit this week, I got bonus games involved.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, here we go.
12 games to
games.
pick instead of 10. Couple
And
bonus games.
These are tough games.
Yeah.
And here
These are tough
we
games to pick.
go.
So I'm gonna do. I kind of flipped it this week. Let me go back to college first. So we're gonna go college first. Navy at Air Force.
I am going Air Force.
Buddy?
Give me Air Force. Give me the Air Force.
Gunslinger being the Air Force man that he is.
Of course, the Air Force.
I'm gonna pick Navy.
Bad
Right.
I'm a Navy man because of you know who?
Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach.
Okay, I was gonna disrespect you, but then, okay, I got it.
Gotta
I'll
pick
respect
Navy.
that.
Fair
Gotta pick
enough.
Navy. I always pick them when they play any of these the Air Force teams, even the Merchant Marines.
My granddad went to the Naval Academy. I should be more for the Navy, but whatever.
I used my former boss. His dad played with Roger Staubach at Navy.
Man,
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
man, I tell you, I just thought of this. My granddad was in the Navy. My dad was in the Army. My uncle was in the Marines. and I was in the Air Force. We got them all covered.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
USA. USA.
USA.
Anyway, all right.
Kentucky at Ole Miss. I'll go first here. Kentucky.
This one took me a while.
This one's tough. I'm going to go Ole Miss because of their home.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's it.
Home field advantage. I took Ole Miss because I couldn't decide. I mean, that one could be a game.
Okay. Alabama at
Arkansas.
That's right. I got
Arkansas.
my dual loyalty on today. Arkansas Cowboys.
The Arkansas Cowboys.
So I hope
it.
you're picking both those teams then.
I'm going Alabama.
Of course you are.
Yep. Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Roll dang tide.
Roll Tide.
Well,
Roll Tide.
I've been sticking with the Razorbacks all year. Ain't changing today.
Oh my goodness! Well, there's
wow. There we go.
all right, we gained one game
It's gonna
on
be
him.
something magic in Razorback Stadium this Saturday.
Hey, you know what? I
We
hope
have
so.
no magic after what I saw last
It's
week
gonna
with
go
that
reverse.
doink.
Oh, I was gonna say. Do you know what the problem with Arkansas was last Saturday?
No.
The Jerry Jones curse.
Yes, for sure it
Because
was.
that is so Dallas
Yes.
Cowboy-ish.
It was. Yeah, it was gross.
It was bad.
I felt so sorry for them, 100%.
They should've
That was
won the game.
one of the most heartbreaking ways I think I've seen a.
They'll be back. They'll
Yeah, I
bounce
was
back
pretty
this week.
stunned.
They're going to bounce.
Yep.
They're going to bounce back. Here's a tough one. Iowa State at Kansas.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Oh man.
Can Kansas keep the magic going?
No.
I don't think so either. I'm going. Well, you know what? No, I'm going Kansas because I watched that Iowa State team and they are not great. I'm going with it.
Story, you sticking to it.
Yep, that's my story. KU's gonna win.
Oh man, I don't know what to do now. Dan, you go ahead.
I've already said they can't keep it up. Iowa State.
Jayhawk.
I want to pick Kansas, but no, I'm going to say Iowa State, and I'm regretting it already. Yeah,
I'm taking the
Iowa
hot hand.
State.
Okay.
Iowa State.
OU at TCU bonus game.
OU.
OU.
All right, here goes the game of the week.
Well,
Oklahoma State.
Wait a minute.
Cowboys.
Wait a minute. What's your pick?
Oh, well, you.
Yep.
Sorry. I
The
have my
bonus
down.
game, which is a big game, Oklahoma State versus
It's
Baylor.
not a bonus game.
But
OU
yep.
TCU is a bonus game. I just went out of order.
Sure.
But Oklahoma State at Baylor.
That's a toughie.
These are so tough.
I'm going to go. I think Oklahoma State's going to win.
I picked OSU only because they're my team. Like, it was that hard. I'm like, it could go either way, but I'm just taking OSU because they're my team.
I'm going Oklahoma State.
Okay, well, at least we'll all lose together.
I'm going to pick them until they tell me that I can't. Until they show me that I can't pick them.
Okay.
Or they should. I shouldn't pick them. Let's put it that way. I think they've got more motivation, and they're not playing a night game down there. I think if it was a night game, I'd go Baylor all day. But I might not because OSU has a history of playing ranked teams on the road at night. They win.
You're not
Generally.
wrong.
But I'm going with OSU.
Man, these games are tough this
All right,
week.
NFL. Kansas City we'll go last. We'll go next to last on that one. Miami at Cincy.
Weirdly enough, the Dolphins are underdogs in this game. I don't see it.
What's the spread?
4. I'm going with Miami.
We're not playing the spread, though, right?
No,
We're just win-lose?
not yet.
Okay, that's playoffs time.
Playoffs.
Playoffs? Well, I'll tell you what. Tua, which I can't believe we didn't talk about this, that was a concussion. That was not his back. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw it. It was
He gets up,
interesting.
he's shaking his head. You don't shake your head when your back hurts.
Yeah.
And then
That
he
was one of those-
falls I mean,
Concussions that goes down to your spine. It was just not good.
yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
So I think, Dan, you said you had the fog going on today. I
Mhm.
think Tua's got the fog going on this weekend since he wins
Tomorrow.
the game.
Tomorrow.
Or
But
gosh,
why not?
that's
Tomorrow.
right.
He's
Yeah, there's
definitely-
no way. Since he wins it.
I'm going with
Guaranteed.
Cincy too.
Have you watched a Bengals game? Because they don't look great.
They
No,
don't
they
look
don't.
great, but Tua.
Tua is great.
I'm going
Who's
with Cincy.
behind Tua?
I'm going with Cincy.
Who plays when Tua's not playing? It's not Fitzmagic.
He's gonna play.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, Teddy Two Gloves.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Teddy Bridgewater.
All right.
Oh, that's not bad. Kyle, you might have one
Yeah,
there.
Dolphins are good. And Waddle and Tyreek. I mean,
That's
Tyreek might eat against Eli Apple. He's mad at him after
Stop
the
it! You're making me
game.
regret
Yeah,
my pick.
well,
Next
you
next
should.
game. Next game.
Buffalo at Baltimore.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Nobody circles the wagons.
Denver
Like
like the
the
Buffalo
Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
Yes.
Yet another. Boy,
Denver-
we're hitting them all tonight.
Denver at Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh.
The Raiders.
That game's a pile of garbage right there. Neither team looks good.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders though. I think the Broncos have gotten lucky 2 games. They should be 0-3.
Yep.
Yep. I think old Walmart continues to regret their quarterback.
Las Vegas.
I'm taking the Raiders.
The Raiders. Minnesota at New Orleans.
Jameis looks hurt, but him and Chris Olave, man, unreal. I think I'm gonna go Minnesota. Just Justin Jefferson effect.
Okay.
Ah.
I'll get this one next. New Orleans.
Nolans.
I say the Red Rocket's going to come in there and perform. I say New Orleans. But, yeah, because Jameis, he's got four broken vertebrae.
Yeah, I don't know why you. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's like he
This is
got
my
in the
time to-
Myles
Picking
Garrett
Orleans?
crash. Yes.
Picking New Orleans.
This is my time to take you guys down.
Yeah, it's going to be a weekend. It is going to be a weekend.
Somebody's gonna be right. Somebody's gonna be wrong.
Okay, the bonus
Well, they
game.
can tie.
We'll go
It
back
is
to the
NFL.
last game. This is not the last game. This is the bonus game. The Washington Commanders versus the Dallas Cowboys. At Dallas.
Easy pick. Go for it, Kyle.
I'm taking Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a rush!
The Cowboys.
So are you?
I'm
One-
picking the Cowboys.
1,000%.
I'm going to pick them this week. I mean, as
Carson
long as
Wentz is a
the minute
cancer.
that Dak gets back in, I'm probably picking them to lose.
Yeah, I
that
would
game
too.
is gonna be trash too.
Carson
Like,
Wentz is a cancer. I'm sorry, but he just
Nobody likes him.
it does not work. I feel bad for him. I think he's a great guy,
Yeah, I do too.
but he just can't do it.
It's rough.
All right. And in my opinion, the game of the week, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a tough one to pick.
I think a motivated Patrick Mahomes after losing the Super Bowl wins that game, and after coming off a loss against the Colts when they shouldn't have lost, I think that's going to motivate the Chiefs. They win the game. Brady still doesn't have any weapons.
Hey, I tell you,
But neither does Patrick Mahomes, honestly. So, but I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Chiefs.
the way Brady's been acting out there on the field, his home problems are coming out on the field. as
Yeah,
well.
you're not wrong about that.
So he is overwhelmed, and Kansas City is going to go in and revenge game this.
Okay.
By the way, I did fail to mention Washington is dead last in the NFL in defense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're a bad football team.
Well,
not
if,
just
if,
Carson
if there's
Wentz
a
is
chance
the
that
problem.
Dallas makes them look like Super Bowl-ish, it'll happen. It could happen.
So you're saying there's
But
a
I'm picking the
chance.
Cowboys. Still, there's a chance. I got Kansas City in that game as well against the Buccaneers. So, should be an interesting week.
Should be.
All right.
Should be. Man, these games are tough to pick.
Yeah, well, they're not meant to be easy. That's why we have competition.
Yep. It's fun.
Don't take the low road. Don't take the high road. Take the low road. Or is it the other way around?
Take the
Take the
road.
high road.
Take the high road.
Yep.
Don't take the low road. All right. KC, you want to tell people how to find more out about it?
You may find us online at twitch.com. Go to Faithletic, the podcast. So come and find us there. Or you can go to facebook.com, type in Faithletic in the search bar, and find some of our old shows, find links to get you to Twitch. And then you can also go to youtube.com, type in Faithletic, the podcast there. We have old episodes, some of our great
Great shows.
interviews, some classics.
First 2 episodes are loaded, by the way, of the season.
Yes,
4.
love it. So if you would like to hop on there, do it.
Okay.
Join
Love
us.
it.
So our show is called Faithletic. It's a little bit of sports, a little bit of faith, and when we close each of our shows, and sometimes we are more in depth with our faith and the things that we believe in and adhere to. But generally, almost every show, in fact, every show that we've been on, since we've been on, we've had some sort of inspirational words, whether it be a devotion or testimony of some sort. So without further ado, the Gunslinger is going to do the Daily at the Cross, which is our devotion at the end of each segment.
Yes, I'm going to admit I pulled this one out of thin air.
You don't have to admit that.
But I just
This is
did.
very incredibly thoughtful for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, this is actually a devotional that apparently you're supposed to read at the beginning of the year, but whatever. This one is on having great expectations. So continuation of last time I did. In 1 Corinthians 10:13, it says, God will never put more on you than you can handle. On a personal note and a professional note, my year was great. This guy's year. More than great. Things seem to fall into place. My family and business are both healthy, and I am eager for new beginnings. All in all, it was a pretty good year. Unfortunately, some people did not have the year that they may have wanted. For some, this past year wasn't easy. Maybe you struggled financially, and perhaps you were having relationship issues. Maybe your health or the health of your loved ones were not as well as you would want. But if you are still here and you woke up this morning and are reading these words, or listening in this case, then God is not done with you just yet. It is only over when God says so. You cannot allow the weight of the world to ruin your expectations of it. Great expectations will lead to fruition, but negative expectations will lead only to failure. Whether you're expecting a feast or a famine, you will surely realize it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Much of your life is your mindset. You can have a positive mindset or a negative mindset. The choice is yours. If you had a difficult year, then have expectations for metamorphosis. Proverbs 10:28, it says that the hope of righteousness will bring you joy, but the expectation of the wicked will only perish. Expect growth over stagnation. Expect happiness over depression. Expect life over death. And you will surely reap it.
There we
Today's...
go. Oh, I thought you were done.
No, yeah, I'm going to be done.
Is that it?
Yeah, he this one's a little Joel Osteen-ish. My apologies.
That's okay.
Yeah, he has today's expectation. What the heck? God is the unfailing, unlimited source of my supply. My financial income now increases as the blessings of the Lord overtake me in areas of my life. See what I mean? I am blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed in coming in, blessed going out. The Lord blesses all the work of my hands and all that I undertake. My businesses are blessed. The output is multiplied. He grants me abundant prosperity. My children are blessed. Which is actually out of Deuteronomy 1:14 and Galatians 3:14. So,
Very good.
yeah,
All
we'll
right,
go with it.
cool. So that is our devotion for the day. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight on our special broadcast, which is every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. I'm Coach, and I'm with
KC.
and
The Gunslinger.
we are
Faithletic, the podcast.
Have a good night, everyone.
See ya.